Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Shifa Asafira and this is my video for interpretive reading class. Let me begin. The title of the article is Verbal and Nonverbal Communication Insight from EFL Classroom Interaction. The authors is Muhammad Hollandia, Dian Erlina, Leni Marzulina, Herizal, Hikmah Zalifa Putri, and Faras Junior. The purpose of the study was to identify and analyze the types and function of verbal and nonverbal communication used by an English teacher in an EFL classroom. The researchers aim to understand how these communication strategies support students' engagement and language development during classroom interaction. This study used a qualitative case study method, and the researchers conducted the classroom observation where teacher-student interaction were recorded to videos and photos, and semi-structured interviews with 16 open-ended questions to gather in-depth information about the teacher's verbal and nonverbal communication practices. All data were transcribed to allow detailed analysis of communication patterns. The location of the study is Senior High School YPI Tunas Bangsa Palembang. The participant was one English teacher and student from one English class. The participants were chosen using purposive sampling, meaning they were intentionally selected because the teacher was known to use both verbal and nonverbal communication actively, and the class provided subtitle condition for observing EFL interaction. The data were collected through two techniques. One is semi-structured interviews conducted with the English teacher, contained 16 open-ended questions, recording using a smartphone to ensure accuracy. Two, classroom observation. And the next is the data analysis. The researchers using thematic analysis, which is envelope, transcribing all interview and observation data, coding behaviors and utterances into categories, organizing codes to themes such as oral communication, gesture, facial expression, classroom engagement function, and etc. And the fourth is interpreting the themes to answer the research question regarding types of function of communication. The major finding is the first one is type of verbal communication. 1. Oral communication, presentation, conversation, voice modulation, and use of both English and Indonesian. Written communication. And the second one is written communication. Notes, worksheets, textbook, student assignment, and teaching modules. Types of nonverbal communication is facial expression, body posture, gesture, eye contact, appearance, touch, personal space, and vocal tone. Function of communication is verbal communication, clarified concept, and improved student comprehension. Nonverbal communication express emotion, regulated classroom atmosphere, motivated students, capture attention, emphasize point, and supported classroom control. The study concluded the effective teaching requires integrating both verbal and nonverbal strategies to create a positive and meaningful learning environment. The connection, the one of the article that connects with this study is teacher verbal and nonverbal communication and its effect on student motivation in EFL class. Right by Rikma Syariah, La Sundra, and Kisna Salija. 2023. The study identified 13 types of verbal communication used by teacher, example like greeting, asking question, feedback, and humor. And a type of nonverbal communication like gesture, vocal variety, facial expression, eye contact, walking around. Importantly, this communication behavior positively influenced students' motivation. Students reported feeling cared for, more confident, comfortable, enthusiastic, and respected. Maybe that's all for my video today. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.